Hello everyone, welcome along to the conservatory here at Rathbone Manor and another car boot sale flea market report and also footprint wrench collectors club today. Okay, so if you look down there you'll see it's a nice sunny morning again. I've just come back from the car boot sale and had some breakfast. It is already, let's have a look, 30 degrees here in the conservatory. There we go. So it's quite warm in here already, so hopefully I won't keep you in here too long. You may be sharing the floor out there with the odd ant wandering about in here too. Can't see one at the moment, but I'm sure there's one about somewhere. Okay, so there was also a auto jumble going on there today. I didn't see too much of that, but just about every single place was taken up, so it was a really full car boot sale today, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. As you can see, I've got some interesting bits and pieces. So where shall we start? How about these two Eclipse pad handles here? This is the second one I picked up. This is a relatively modern one, as you can see. Don't know how old it is. It's Eclipse, what number we've got on there? 12. It's an Eclipse 12. This one came with a little bit of hacksaw blade, as you very often get with these things. Made in England, registered design, etc. Obviously cast aluminium, little steel retainer for the blade there. But this is the first one I picked up. Came with a proper pad saw blade in it, as you can see. Pad handle. Does it say what number it is? Let's have a look on the other side. No, use Eclipse it says here. Blades, no doubt. Hacksaw blades and frames. No, it doesn't got a number on this one. But I've got one like this already, and this one is particularly heavy. Let's go and get my other one. Well, I was going to compare it with the other one I've got, but this is the other one I've got, which is fairly similar. This one's quite hollow and quite lightweight. This one is very similar to my late father's, which is this one here. This is very light because it's all plastic construction. But Dad had this for many years. This one I've still got to clean that up a bit actually. So yeah, this one is quite a hefty chunk of a handle here actually. So that's interesting. I thought I had another one of those, but apparently I don't. Okay, so next up we have this almost vintage looking saw set. But I don't think it's that vintage. I have seen older ones out there. This is quite a modern take on it. As you can see, it's like done in hammerite style paint. A bit squeaky. It's got all the adjustments there. And this one is Garanto, made in Germany. You can just make that out, made in Germany. Don't know how old this is. There are no other marks on it. I'll have to try and do some research on this, I think, but yeah, so that's quite nice. This one was actually part of a set of tools that I picked up from my favourite stall there for £5. That's all this lot cost me, £5. As I say, I have seen real old ones of these kicking about, but when I saw this one on his stall I thought, oh yeah, I have to have that. It needs a drop of oil though, but it's quite nice. What do you think, guys? One of the first stalls that I bought tools from, he had boxes and boxes of tools, and there were, the box said any tool 50 pence. So 50 pence, 50 pence, 50 pence. Okay, but he actually charged me £1 because he just wanted 50 pence for these two little fellows here. So what we have here is an unbranded footprint wrench copy. You can see it's lost its pivot pin at some point in the past, and the original owner has replaced it with a nut and bolt, which is too long by the looks of it. Gadzooks, it's seized up, I can't get it out. Oh, that's interesting. The original guy liked this tool so much, he stamped his initials into it, both on the handle and, hopefully you can just make that out, WLP on the hook too. It's obviously a bit of a cheapie because the teeth have worn off a bit. You often get that, and of course as you can see the riveting leaves quite a bit to be desired. And also one of the rivets is slap bang on the jaw itself. Look, that's pretty naff in my way of thinking of things, but God blimey, yeah, that's tight, can't shift that. Okay, so that's going to have to go into the ultrasonic bath because that's a bit filthy, look. Yeah, he liked that so much he stamped his initials in it. I wonder how old that is. Don't know. But also from that same stall we have this little beauty here. Look at this. This is a press pin, a domino. Hopefully you can see that there. Domino, which is footprint Thomas R. Ellin, same company. We should also have it, yeah, there we go, stamped in just there, made in England. And we have the push pin actuator just there, look, as you can see. And it's slotted. So basically you open it up, push the pin in, and slide it to where you want it. This thing looks like it might be a tad bent as well. Look at that. Wow. It's got a nice bend in it. So obviously somebody's tried, wow. I hadn't noticed that. I'm not too worried about it. Don't know if don't know if there's a lot I can do with it now, but might be able to. It's just filthy. It will need a good clean up. Guess where? You got it. The ultrasonic cleaning tank at work. Also 50p. Would you believe it? This massive, great big pipe cutter. How big is this thing? Hang on, let's get a tape measure in here. Well, set like this, it's 13.5 inches. Here it is, fully wound in. Here it is, fully open, and it looks like you could get about 1.5 inch pipe in there by the looks of it. Now, so this has also got a name stamped on it, so let's have a look at that. So this is a genuine Barnes #1, Murd by the Barnes Tool Company. I can't read that. New Haven, Connecticut, USA. And it looks like a registered trademark just there. It's interesting. So that was all of 50p. Can you believe it? What a nice thing. It's filthy though. It's going in the ultrasonic cleaning tank at work. But nice. Yeah, not bad. £1 for that lot. Okay, so let's move along to this week's star buys. Here they are. Footprint wrenches. Well, at least 2 of them are. Or even 1.5 of them are footprint wrenches. This is a very nice copy. But let's take a look at this one first. And what we have here is actually half of a footprint wrench, or a third of a footprint wrench, shall we say? Because it's got the pivot pins missing. It's been replaced by this fairly hefty bolt here. Taking a look on the handle there, you can see footprint, made in England. But if we take a look at the hook, now this looks a bit like Covon or something like that to me. I'm going to give it a quick wire brush. I'll bring it back in a second. Okay, it actually says K0708. So that is not a footprint marking at all as far as I can see. And the hook doesn't have any other markings on it either. So it's definitely not a genuine footprint hook here, I don't think. No, there's no other markings on here whatsoever. So I know exactly what's happened here. Someone has made themselves a wrench out of 3 different parts. Now, whether he had an original footprint wrench and lost or broke the hook, lost the pivot pin, and, you know, managed to find the hook from somewhere, a foreign made hook from somewhere. You can see the teeth are a little bit worn in there, look, not too bad though. Yeah, so he's either managed to find himself a new hook to replace his hook from his original footprint wrench, or he's just managed to cobble himself together a footprint wrench out of 3 parts he's actually found kicking about. Okay, let's move along to this little fella right here. Now this is a genuine footprint wrench, and I have been after one of these for quite some time. This is a relatively modern one. You've got the thumb wheel here, so you can adjust it quite quickly and easily. There's no pivot pins to lose. It's not a press pin either. And it's got all the markings on it. I mean, if you could see in here somewhere, we have 9 inch or 250 millimeters. Moving along to the handle here, made in England, footprint. On the rest of the hook we have footprint, Little footprint logo. Turn him over. Sheffield, England. What do we have here then? Can't quite make that one out. Looks like patent 900. On the other side we have 9" or 225mm, not 250 but 225. So, as I say, I've been after one of these for quite some time now. I saw Ben managed to pick one up the other month at a car boot sale. I think he's since got rid of it, but as I say, I've been after one of these for my collection for some time, and here it is at last. And finally we have another Czechoslovakian made footprint wrench copy. Now I quite like these. This one is a larger model. I don't know how long it is, I can't remember. I think it's about a 12" or something like that there, 12 or 13 inches. But it goes with my collection of smaller ones very nicely indeed. These two are in much nicer condition. This one's, as you can see, is fairly grubby and a little bit rusty, but nonetheless I do like these things. I think this is somebody's idea of improving the footprint wrench. This one's going to need a good cleaning up. Look at it, quite rusty. I don't know how much of the original paint's left on this. I'll have to give it a scrub down and we'll find out. But yeah, I do like these. I do like these a lot actually. You can see it's got made in Czechoslovakia stamped in the handle there, and on the other side we have some numbers here. It's got its original pivot pin, as you can see. Very nice one. I'm glad I went along there today because I really do like these copies. So I've got this 12, 10, 8, and hopefully at some point if they do a 5 or a 6" model, I'll be able to find one of those too. But yeah, cool. So there are my star buys then. I suppose you're wondering why I got this one as a star buy. Well, because it's interesting in the fact that it's been cobbled together from 3 different parts. Footprint handle, I don't know the make of the hook, and we've got a bolt for the pivot pin. So I quite like that one. I like stuff like that. It's got a bit of a story to it.
Well, that was interesting.
Okay then, so as it's getting pretty hot in here, it's now 34.5 in here now. Check this out, guys. Look at that. Since we started to look at these tools, it's gone up about 3 degrees or something like that there. Oof, blimey, too hot. Right, okay, so as you know, my gloves are beginning to wear out a little bit. In fact, that one's completely shot, that one. So when I was in Poundland yesterday, I managed to find these things here. Decton, don't know how good the make is. Ultra grip working gloves, it says there. So there we go. Oops, can I get it in the camera? It says upside down to me. Right, there we are. So I'm going to be giving those a go. Obviously from Poundland they only cost me £1. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed popping over to a rather hot conservatory. Look at the sunshine here at Rathbone Manor, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look at these tools. As I say, we've got some interesting footprint wrench. This is a nice one, this copy here. The guy liked it so much he stamped his name on it. Always like to see that on tools. Domino, proper footprint, 1/3 of a footprint. It's very nice. Czechoslovak. It shows Czechoslovakian copy here. I like those. Looking out for more of those. And this rather nice pipe cut here for 50p. I like that. Okay then, everyone. Well, thanks for popping over and taking a look. And hopefully I'll see you another week with another bunch of tools from the flea market, car boot sale, and possibly even the Footprint Wrench Collectors Club too. Okay guys, see you later.